Good afternoon, good evening, depending on what part of the world you're in. I'm in sunny UK. I'm on the south coast in a county called Devon. Absolutely beautiful. On the temperature today was 28. Out on the balcony. Let me share the screen. A county called Devon. Absolutely beautiful. Right, so I got interrupted there. So while I'm sharing screen, what I'd like to know is if you could see my screen, because I've got some things that I want to share with you, and I want to make sure that you're seeing me. I know there's a bit of delay. We've already got a thumbs down. Could you believe we get a thumbs down before we even broadcast? Some people, I don't believe that they would even take the effort to come to somewhere, put a thumbs down. Unbelievable. And these people probably wonder why they never make any money working on the internet, because of the negative attitude. Positive attitude is what you need to make money working on the internet. And I want to thank everybody. I can't possibly reply to everybody because my Skype, my Facebook were alive with birthday wishes, because my birthday was on July the 4th, okay, which was American Independence Day, and what we did, a couple of days ago. Now, I'm doing this live broadcast on Thursday because it's on to what we got tomorrow, Friday, is Jesse's birthday, okay? So we got 73 people watching us live. We got 55 thumbs up and 1 thumbs down. So if you want to give us an interaction, that would be fantastic. All you need to do is to go down to the thumb here, either give us a thumbs up or give us a thumbs down, whichever you prefer. Any interaction is better than no interaction. And actual fact, it doesn't matter really, because when you react, then you're showing the people that you're connected with that you're making a reaction on here. And the person who had their thumbs down decided to take their thumb off and put it on the thumbs up. So fantastic for that. And I appreciate you. Now, what I want to do is I want to clear up first before I get into the main subject tonight. I want to clear up some stuff, and I want to say this. Let me come to the Hangout. I want to say, if you're giving advice to anybody about financial situations with Padlock income, how people withdraw, how they don't withdraw, how long it takes to withdraw. If you don't know 100% crystal clear the answer, don't try to answer. I was sent a message earlier this week where a member was trying to help another member. And one of the members said, "Oh, there's too many red flags here. I'm asking about withdrawals and nobody wants to answer me." Well, it's not true. I want to show you where you can find about withdrawals and everything, the terms and conditions and everything. And the person that was in this conversation was saying the terms and conditions are not listed on the site. It's not true. Everything is there at your fingertips. So let me show you where you can find stuff, okay? So first off, I'm going to share my screen. And I know you can see my screen, but if I go to Padlock Income, okay, here I am on Padlock Income, haven't logged in, okay? And right at the bottom of the screen in the footer, terms of use. Okay, so I'm just gonna click that one, and there's our terms and conditions. Okay, and right down there's 26 terms and conditions here. On 26, commissions shall be paid based on current information found in your affiliate account. Well, obviously you have to look into your statement to see what commissions you've earned and when you earned them. Pending commissions are paid weekly Friday, 28 days after sale, period. This person was saying, I don't know what's 32 days and I don't understand. You know, it's written there in plain English. If you want to find the privacy policy, there's the privacy policy if you want to read through the privacy policy, okay? If you want to see the refund policy is there, 14 days. Once you make a purchase, if you make a purchase, that is, you've got 14 days to cancel your purchase and get your money back. Okay, so everything is listed on the site. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to stop sharing for a second because I want to log into my Padlock Income account, and once I get that done, then I can share my screen again. Okay, so Right, so that's logged me in. So let me get my screen back up. Now, what I will tell you is this. Entire screen share, bosh, there we go, minimizing that. Right, so what I can tell you is in the footer, you see, if you go down into the footer, go down to the bottom of the page, the privacy policy refund, but it's all there, okay? It's all there for your thing. I know that there's a bug at the moment on when you're logged in, you wouldn't be able to see them because it loads this page. So if you want to read them, log out and look at them, okay? They're there. Also, for people that, you know, there was a post today on Facebook, I see, and I thought, look, I got to feature it because, you know, this woman said it sounds a bit fishy because how does anybody earn any money if money's not being changed hands? Well, let me first tell you this. There's 12 padlocks, okay? And I want to go through this again. I'm going to stop sharing. There's 12 padlocks. And I've done this on so many Hangouts, I've done this. Padlock 1, okay? So padlock 1, that's meant to be a 1, is free. So you're correct. There's no money that changes hands there. No money whatsoever. That's 100% free. This padlock is about building you an email list, okay? Building you a list. You can either stay in Padlock and let the system convert that list. Let me just wipe that. Convert that list into paying customers, or you can download that list and go and do what you want with it. You can put it into GetResponse, Aweber, GVO, MailChimp, your Gmail account, wherever you want to do. That list is your list. It's in your back office under leads. And if you go down to the bottom of the page, you'll see that there's an export button that you can get it out of there, okay? So Padlock 1 is free. If you decide that you want to go into Padlock 2, okay, Padlock 2, there's 2 things that you have to have in place. 1, you need 10 directs, not leads, 10 directs. And again, if you don't know what a direct is, I suggest you go back, go into the how-to videos. There's videos there that explain to you what directs are, okay? There's a video there that explains to you about Padlock 1. There's a video there that explains to you about Padlock 2. You need 10 directs, and plus, if you want to go into Padlock 2, you have to pay $10, okay? So the person's post that said no money's changing hand, this is where the money changes hand, okay? We've built a system, or I built a system, the very same system I use. It's called a sales funnel, okay? So if you look at this thing here, there's a page. This is called a landing page where somebody puts their email and their name, okay, on this page. They then go into, once they complete the registration, they're in Padlock 1. Now let's just take another product just to show you. This is the normal, okay? What do? You build a landing page. What you should be doing is adding the people from that landing page to your list. So what we do in here, then people come here, they're getting added to your list. It's no different. You will then send them a series of emails telling them how great your product is. And then at some point, you're going to hope for the sale. Okay? So that's called a sales funnel. Okay? I'll call that the sales funnel. What have we got over here? We've got a landing page, so we've got exactly the same as what this is. This could be any product. This could be a dog learning course. This could be a course on how to build sheds, how to build a chicken run. This could be how to buy cryptocurrency. This is a sales funnel. This is how the internet works. You fill out a landing page, you get added to a list, you get some emails, and hopefully the sale is made. Okay, so let's look what we've got. We've got the landing page, so we match a traditional sales funnel. We got the list, we got the list. We match a traditional sales funnel. We send out emails, which are in here, okay? As soon as you start to join, you start to get emails. And then we get down to the sale. We got the sale. We got nothing that's fishy here, nothing that's not what's happening on the industry already, okay? Any landing page that you go to, any internet product that you want to get, multi-level marketing, whether it be Empower Network or whether it be the 4% Club, wherever it is you want to go, whether you're in, I don't know, in My Paying Ads, whether you're in a trade, in a Bitcoin business, in place. Okay? Most people don't know how to build a sales funnel. This is what we got. We get people in through the landing page. We show them that we're going to build them their list. And what we do is we say, look, we're proving to you here that the system's doing what it says, and we're proving you to here that you can come in for free, and at some point we're going to encourage you to pay. So that lady that made a post said, I don't understand, it's fishy, there's no money changing hand. You need to watch the Hangouts, because the information is there for you. And if I share my screen, okay, if I share my screen and I go into Padlock Income, down the left-hand side here, we got the how-to tutorials. What is Padlock Income? There's a video there that explains what is Padlock Income. Understanding Padlock 1. Okay? Everything that you want to do. What happens if I've forgotten, if I can't log in, my passwords and things like that? If you've got somebody who can't log in, get this video. It's on YouTube. You can send it to them. Move into Padlock 2. So understanding Padlock 1 and move into Padlock 2. What happens when you move to Padlock 2? How do I add funds? So if I go back to the dashboard here, so there's lots of videos in here. What else have we got? The extra 12-hour pop-up. If you get a pop-up saying you've got another 12 hours, you say, what's that? Watch the videos. The how-to videos there are to help you. What happens next when I've paid? So when you've paid, what happens? How to download an image to a Windows PC. How to keep out of Facebook jail. There's constant video. There's explaining your finances. Okay. So if anybody's saying that we're not giving out the information, they're wrong. The terms and conditions at the bottom, privacy policy at the bottom, refund policies at the bottom. You may have to until tomorrow, until the programmer fix it. If you want to read these, just log out, go to the bottom of the screen and you'll find them there. Okay. Now, to the dashboard here, I come back to the dashboard. When the dashboard loads, never worked with the children on the internet. I have a calendar here, and somebody sent me a message and said, oh, Jeremy, I see there's a thing there telling me to add funds. There's not something there telling you to add funds. That's a link to a video to show you how to add funds when you need to do it. Okay, so it's just a new video that I've put, a Q&A. If you go to the Q&A section, so let's get the Q&A. Copy that link. When you click on these, it's because I'm in the admin account. You would click on these, it would take you straight to the questions and answers. So that will be a link at the bottom of the page. There's Q&As. Okay, what is Padlock Income? How does Padlock Income build my list? How does Padlock convert my list into customers? How do I earn money? Okay, how do customers pay? How do I receive my money? Okay, so there's people seeing this and understanding that the things are there. And if you go to the calendar, if you go into your back office, you go into the Skype room, go into the Facebook group, ask a constructive question, but open your eyes, and don't expect to open the door and everything out the cupboard fall out and the thing that you're looking for jump right in front of your face. You know, sometimes you have to do a little bit of moving around and clicking on a few buttons before you understand what's available to you. Okay, but it's all there. Everything is there. Now, what I want to do is I want to come back to the Hangout. So I don't know if that lady was watching. I don't know if that lady's watching. I don't see her name in the list, you know. So and she made a comment literally about half an hour ago, 20 minutes ago. And John Way said to her, "Come and watch the Hangout. Come and watch the Hangout." You know, on her post. So I want to go over to Facebook now. Okay. And I've made a post. And sharing the screen. I've made a post on Facebook. Now, what I would like you to do is to go and have a look in the Facebook group and look at this post. Okay? You don't have to make a comment. I just want you to read it. Okay? And I'm asking a question. And all I say is I need your help again. Read this post and let me know your point of view. Should Padlock Income only accept and pay out in cryptocurrencies? So as I go down the post, there's a few people that are saying yes. There's Clive. So let's just see what Clive, because I noticed this. He says, no, although it's easy enough to pay and set up, I think the fact of it being volatile means it's possible to lose the value on earnings. Okay, so let's just see lose the value on earnings. So I want to address Clive's concern there. Okay, which I'm going to do that in a minute. Frank says yes. That one, yes. The Bitcoin, Debbie says she's not sure because she's never done anything. Well, Debbie, I can tell you this: if we do decide to do just a cryptocurrency, then obviously I will make videos and I will educate everybody exactly on how it all works and everything like that. Okay, but I want to show you some facts. Mike Briggs, a big fat yes. Although I've used Bitcoin, I don't know enough about cryptocurrencies so far to say yay or nay. Yeah, good point, Reg, good point. But again, I would educate you. I'm going to educate you in a minute. But I'll also, if we do decide to go cryptocurrency, it will all the education, everything you need, I will take you step by step by the hand. Okay, so I want to take you over to the Hangout. Okay, now in the bottom of the Hangout, there's a couple of links. Okay, if you don't have a Bitcoin wallet, okay, you don't have to buy any Bitcoins, but if you don't have a Bitcoin wallet, there's a link there. Set up your wallet there. It's free to set up, and there's also one for setting up a crypto debit card, basically, where you can liquidate your cryptocurrencies in the blink of an eye to a debit card, you know, to a prepaid card. So there's a link there. I'll put a couple of links in the description. Okay, couple of links in the description. So let's go over to an account of mine, Coinbase. Okay, so I'm and that link is as I say, is in here. Coinbase. If you want it, where are we? If you want it, that's the first one. Okay, Coinbase, the one I'm about to show you. And I want to show you how simple this is. But before, I want to show you that in Coinbase, you can deal in free coins. So you can buy and sell coins. Okay, so there's the Bitcoin. There's the Ethereum, I think I call that, and the Litecoin. Okay, now look at how much. This is a year. So Bitcoin has risen by 290%. Okay, so 290%. This coin, the next coin, Ethereum, there is 2,434% in the last year. 2,434%. Where in the world do you get that sort of interest on your cash? You don't. Okay. The Litecoin is risen by 1,148% in the last year. Now, these currencies are going up and down, but they work a bit like gold, silver, diamonds. They're always that fluctuation, up and down, but there's a general upward movement. And the reason why there's a general upward movement is because there's only so many of these coins in existence. Okay, they're a digital currency. I'm not going to tell you all the history of it, but I can tell you Bitcoin was the first one, and it launched in 2009. And I was looking just a little while ago, on the 24th of October 2010, you could buy one Bitcoin for 10 cents. For 10 cents. So imagine, you know, so if you bought yourself $100, so if I take $100 and divide that by 10 cents, that means I'd have 1,000 Bitcoins now. 1,000 Bitcoins. A Bitcoin, this is in pounds, a Bitcoin today is worth £2,000, which is what I suppose I can have a look at a Bitcoin converter. If I've got one on the end here, let's just try. Let's just do. So if I do a Bitcoin converter, converter. There we go. So we got the Bitcoin converter. So let's just change this to dollars. Okay, change this to USD dollars. So US dollars. So a Bitcoin today is worth $2,593. In 2010, which is only 7 years ago, you know, in 2017, the 24th of October, you could have bought a Bitcoin for 10 cents. So if you spent $100, you'd have 1,000 Bitcoins now, wouldn't you? You know, it was 100. I don't know. What is it? What is it? $100? Tell me. $100. My mind's gone blank. Yeah, you'd have 1,000, wouldn't you? You'd have 1,000 Bitcoins. Times that by 2,593. It's a lot of money. A lot of money you would have. Okay. Now, what I want to show you is with Bitcoin. Okay. This is an account I have. I've got various Bitcoin wallets. I buy and sell Bitcoins on a regular basis. But let me just show you how easy it is to get the money from my Bitcoin account or my cryptocurrency account into my bank. Okay, because I've set this up, I've got myself verified, bit like when you go and open Payzer, STP, PayPal, or anywhere like that, or your bank account, you have to supply documents, you need to get approved. I got approved with this company. So if I want to go, I go to sell, I go to this buy and sell, I want the sell tab. And let's say I want to sell some coins. Now I can either put them into euros or pounds, because obviously I'm in Europe. Okay, so I'm going to say euros, and I'm just going to say I'm going to sell $10 worth. So there it is there. So I click here, sell, to my wallet here. So click wallet there. So let's just see. So that's telling me I got $9. I had to pay a little fee. So I say I go through the dashboard. Thank you very much. Now what I do is I go up to accounts. Okay, so I've just sold some things, and now I want to go down to my Euro wallet. Here's my Euro wallet. And then what I do here is I just click on withdraw. I click on withdraw. It says, where's the bank account that I want to send it to? And I click withdraw, and I get a pop-up saying that it's $9 going to go to my English bank account. Click that there. Bosh. Done. I've just withdrawn the $9. 2 days' time, that will be in my bank account. Okay. Now, there's another way you could do it. If you don't want to send it to your bank account, you can order a debit, a prepaid, a Bitcoin debit card. In the Hangout description, the second link I'll give you here. Here's the debit card. You click on that, you could set yourself up with this prepaid card, and you would send, instead of me withdrawing that to my bank, I would have sent it directly to this card. Okay, this card can be delivered anywhere in the world, free worldwide delivery. Okay, low commissions. Obviously, you pay a commission, but you pay a commission if you've got money sitting in Payzer and you want to withdraw it to your bank. You're going to pay a commission. You've got to pay a commission to convert it over to your bank account. If you've got money sitting in STP, you're going to have to pay a commission. Okay, it's all chip and pin. You can use it in ATM machines or anything like that. Okay, so what's the next one I've got open for you? STP. If you've got an STP account, STP now give you the ability and withdraw through Bitcoin. Okay, so you don't have to have the cash, you don't have to have the coin. So where Clive says your earnings might lose some money, you draw out your earnings, you can convert them earnings directly into fiat currencies almost at the blink of an eye. You just seen me do it at the blink of an eye there and then. I just took out $9 or €9 out of my Bitcoin wallet. Okay, Payzer is a new Bitcoin feature. If you've got Payzer account, again, you can keep your Payzer account. You can receive your earnings in Bitcoin. Okay, and you can convert them into cash if you've already got a Payzer account. But if you haven't, maybe you've got a PayPal account. You say, PayPal, Jeremy? Look what PayPal have just announced. PayPal is slowly dipping its toes into the Bitcoin water. The company has partnered with Coinbase. That's the one I just showed you. So I've just drew out of here. If I go back to my dashboard, I've just drew out of this wallet $9 into my bank account. Well, it looks like soon you're going to be able to do it to PayPal. So you're going to be able to receive that money direct, your Bitcoin payment directly into your PayPal account through your Bitcoin wallet. Okay, so these digital currencies, okay, are phenomenal. They really are phenomenal. And let me come now back over to the Hangout, and I want to stop sharing my screen, because I'm going to look at the Hangout. I'm going to look at the Hangout. Okay. Now, what I want to say to you is that currency. Let's just see. I'm sure you agree with me. You go in the back office of Zookle, go in the back office of Zookle Network, go in the back office of Padlock Income. You've got all these wallets. They're a nightmare. You know, I'll be the first to admit. So I was thinking to actually introduce Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies as a way to pay and a way to receive. So we wouldn't pay out in cash and we wouldn't receive cash. You know, so you wouldn't be able to pay with your credit card directly into Padlock Income would be the first place that we do it. And you would then have the ability to withdraw. Now, at the moment, you see, at the moment, and again, I can't, don't quote me on this. This is not a quote that I'm giving you. Okay. But at the moment, when you pay money into into Padlock income. We lose Padlock income. Doesn't matter, any of the businesses, all the same. It's 28 days. 28 days. Okay. Now, we got a 14-day. Okay, we've got a refund policy of 14 days. So we hold, when you pay in, let's just say you paid in your $10, okay, because you're moving into Padlock 2. Out of that $10, $7 goes to your sponsor, $1.50 goes to your sponsor, okay, and the other dollar, $1.50, goes to the company, okay. So we pay out these sets of commissions here. But before we pay them out, we want to make sure first we pass the 14 days and the person's not asking for a refund. Then we want to make sure that there's not a chargeback done, there's no fraudulent activity. So we say 28 days. Now, that's because we're using banks. We're taking money through a processor, and those banks really have a law unto themselves, okay? They can decide whether they want to release a payment, don't release a payment, freeze your money, not freeze your money. All these banks are the same. Cryptocurrency, we could cut this down to somewhere near here, couldn't we? We've got the refund policy. Obviously, we still honour the refund policy for 14 days. So if somebody paid in with cryptocurrency, it cannot be reversed. It cannot be reversed. So they can't send the money. It's a bit like you walking up to your friend, giving them cash, and they put it in their pocket. The minute they get out of sight, the chance of you getting your money back is remote, you know. And also, and as Mike Briggs says, in some instance, the cryptocurrency is instant. Okay, but we would have to hold it for a certain day, because if we pay out this commission and you withdraw that to your wallet before the 14 days, and this person decides they want a refund, then we got to come to you for your $7, and I don't want to have to be chasing everybody, you see. So we would definitely keep. There would be at least a 14-day, but we wouldn't necessarily need to go up to 28 days. Okay, because we're not holding 20 banks. No bank's gonna want us to put 10% aside or give them, you know, when we opened up Zookle, we had to give them a large sum of money before we could even trade. Well, when you do with the cryptocurrencies, it's instant. It's instant. The only thing we need to honour is the refund policy. But if there was no refund policy in place, your commission could be instant, couldn't it? Commission could be instant. So we don't, and also with cryptocurrencies, there's ATM machines, there's Bitcoin, go and Google it, Bitcoin ATM machines, okay? Bitcoin ATM, so you can walk into, you can plug into ATM machines. There's one not far from me. I know there's a few dotted in London. If you go and Google Bitcoin ATM machines, there's thousands of them all over the world, okay? In Africa, they've got them. In the Philippines, they've got them. In the Philippines, you can walk into the local corner shop and buy Bitcoin cards and all that sort of stuff, you know? So cryptocurrency is I believe it's the way forward. I really honestly believe it's the way forward. And I think my recommendations to any member watching saying, well, what does that mean? What do we do? I'm recommending we move over to cryptocurrency. I'm recommending we move over to cryptocurrency. We don't have to mess around with any of these wallets. Yeah, you can keep your Pazer. We may give you the ability to pay in, but you're withdrawing through the cryptocurrency. Then you would only have one wallet. You wouldn't have in the back office there 3 wallets. You know, I was speaking to Mike Briggs today, and he said, "I got a Bitcoin wallet in the back there, a Bitcoin wallet." He said, "I got a Pazer in the back there," and he said, "I got an STP." Now, Mike Briggs said to me, "I've got an STP account, I've got a Pazer account, and I can get Bitcoin." He said, "But the problem is," he said, "in me Bitcoin, I've got the equivalent of I think it was $1.50. Over here," he said, "I've got $4. I forget the figures now. And over here, I've got $2. He said, "Well, it's going to cost me too much money just to get that little bit of money out." Well, if it was in one wallet, He could say what, 750. He might say, oh, I'll have that 750 and I'll put it straight on me card and I can spend it. I could pay a bill with it. I could put in fish and chips with it. I could go and have a pint of beer with it. But because it's in separate wallets, it ain't no good to anybody like that. So I'm suggesting we get rid of this mess. We get rid of this mess. We introduce cryptocurrency. And we only pay out in cryptocurrency and we only receive in cryptocurrency. You can pay us, probably would be Bitcoin would be the biggest one. But once you get it into your cryptocurrency wallet, you can actually convert that into cash or any other cryptocurrency. I mean, I only like the major three, but there's hundreds out there. There's hundreds that you can do. You can buy practically anything. Here in the UK, I read an article last week that Tesco's is a supermarket here, you know, where you buy your groceries, are going to be introducing Bitcoin for their online shopping. Now, if Tesco's are going to do it in this country, it ain't going to be long. Go and look, Barclays Bank and Bitcoin, Goldman Sachs and Bitcoin. Go and Google it. Go and Google and find out what's happening in the cryptocurrency world. So I made that post and I want to share the screen again. I want to share the screen and I really want to get your feedback, but think about your answer. Think about what we're doing here, because we could be moving ahead of the game. Okay. We could be moving ahead of the game because there's not many sites that only trade in this industry. There's not many sites in this industry, which is the work from home industry, that only trade in Bitcoin. And when I say trade, I mean that they accept Bitcoin and you get paid out your commission in Bitcoin. Yeah, there's lots of sites where they're mining sites and you pay in some money and they say we're going to pay you, they're going to either mine for you, which means they're going to collect Bitcoins and share it with their members, or they're actually trading, literally buying and selling Bitcoins and paying you out that. But forget those trading sites. Look at all the sites, the big sites that have been around. There's not many of them that are just doing Bitcoin or just doing cryptocurrency. So I believe we'll be ahead of the game. And with cryptocurrency, you can move. Let's just face it. If you earn $10,000, okay, $10,000, and I'm going to come back to the hangout. If you earn $10,000 in a month, and you had your money in PayPal, you had your money in Payza, you had your money in STP, they have a limit to what you can draw, so you have to get doubly verified. You have to go up a few more steps, so if you've got $20,000 sitting in one of those fiat currency places, you can't even get it out. If you wanted to go and buy a car with it tomorrow, you can't do it. You could draw out $1 billion, $1 trillion if you got it in the value of Bitcoin. You could draw it out immediately. Nobody's asking you any questions. There's no banks involved. There's no governments involved. There's no authorities saying, "Well, where's our piece of the pie?" Cryptocurrency with the blockchain technology is a phenomenal way forward. And I seriously believe we need to seriously think about, put our cards on the table and say to ourselves, do we want to move forward and come into the modern day world? And the modern day world is moving away from paper money and moving into cryptocurrency. Now, if you have cryptocurrency, the great thing about cryptocurrency is that you can liquidate it almost immediately. Bank up, if I want, we went to America, okay, to have IVF. So when we was in America, that's how we got our son now. And first off, we went to Spain and it failed, and then we went over to the US, and I went into Citibank and DT Bank, and I opened up 2 accounts. Me and my wife opened up 2 accounts, and what we did, because we was using the English account, we were transferring, you know, paying for things, because you don't like to carry cash around, do you? You know, paying for taxis, paying for restaurants, and you know, days and on the subway and on the buses and any trips that we wanted to do. But basically, we was using my Santander card, you know, which is a Spanish bank. They've got branches here in the UK, but it was costing me £1, which I don't know what that is in dollars, but it's about 250. Okay, that's not a very good pound sign, I know. It's about $250 for use my card. So I went into Citibank and DT Bank, and I said, look, can I open up? I told them, I said, look, I'm here for maybe a couple of months, 3 months. I live in the UK. I've got I'm renting an apartment here in Manhattan. Can I open a bank account? Of course, sir. Of course you can. So I deposited. I opened up these 2 accounts, and I deposited a sum of money in each one. So we got a debit card. You know, my wife had one and I had one, and when we went out, we spent. And if we wasn't together, you know, we could spend, and we paid for the fees for the, you know, the IVF clinic. We paid with our American bank account. We came back to the UK. I'm sitting here in the UK, so I got this Citibank. I can tell you, I've got $8,000 in there. Okay, $8,000. I've got DT Bank. I've got $1,500 in there. That's what I've got. So I went up. I went on the internet banking, and I thought, well, I don't need that money in America anymore. Let me close the account. Let me transfer this to my UK bank. Let me transfer that money to my UK bank. Internet banking, you'd think, Jerry, you probably did that in a blink of an eye. Let me tell you, that was 2 months ago. My money is still sitting in here because they've frozen my account. They want me to fill out RAS for what these tax forms. Why am I taking money from here and putting it in there? You know, it's my money. And they're asking me to fill out these forms. I've got to fly now there because they won't accept a fax copy. They won't accept a copy through the phone, through the post. I've got to fly there, fill out this form, give it to them in the branch, and they'll do the transfer for me. How crackers is that? If that was in a cryptocurrency, I could have transferred 8,000. It could have been 800,000 at the blink of an eye. Nobody would have asked me any questions. Nobody would have asked me to fill out a tax form. I wouldn't have to get on the aeroplane to fly to New York, fill out a form in their branch, sign it in front of them to get my money out. Purely because I was drawing the money from here and putting it in the UK, because I tried to draw it all out. Okay, I tried to draw it all out. I was going to draw it all out and then close that down, close that account. Soon as I did that, I asked them to give me their fee. You know, you'd think I'd asked them to sign the country over to me. So I thought I'd go to DT Bank. Go to DT Bank. That's only $1,500. I could get that out. 2 months have passed. It's still sitting in DT Bank. They want me to do exactly the same. I've got to fill out a form because I'm transferring it from the US to a UK bank. So these banks, they've got a law unto themselves. You put your money in there for them to hold and look after you. It's not their money, it's yours. When you want to get it, what, you want to take it out? What, all of it? Really? This is why I don't like the banking system. I've been bitten so many times with the banking system where you have money in bank accounts and banks go out of business, financial institutions go out of business. There's stuff that they freeze your money. I've had it in PayPal. I had in PayPal, I think it was like 20-odd thousand that was frozen. 18 months because I had to prove where I got the money from. Somebody clicked on a PayPal button, bought something, and I had to prove where it came from. And it was on the website what they were buying. At the time, I was selling products on eBay. So it was eBay that was owned by PayPal that were asking me where I got the money from. Bizarre. Really. This is why I want to, I really feel that it's the time. it's the time, because we've got all these bits of wallets. So we would give you the ability to amalgamate all that. Okay, obviously there might be a fee that gets incurred in that, but we would amalgamate everything into one wallet, and you would be withdrawing in crypto. If you don't want to keep it in Bitcoin, okay, you can convert it into cash straight away. And as I said to you, so let's share my screen again. For those of you that got on the Hangout late, I literally withdrew $9 out of here live on the Hangout to my bank account. Okay, this one here, if you want, you could get a debit card. These will receive obviously the cryptocurrency, the Bitcoin in. As you can see there, it says Bitcoin debit card. Okay, Bitcoin debit card. So you'd send, whenever you send Bitcoin, it's a bit like giving your bank account details, but they give you a wallet ID that you send the money to. You send the money. They call it I think they call it a hashtag, a Bitcoin hashtag. But you put that in the back. You link that card with this account here. You buy the card. You get the card. Costs you $15 or £15 or €15 for the card. You can load on it and spend whatever you want. It's your money. Nobody's going to ask you any questions. ATM, yes, of course, you've got to verify. Make sure you're not a money launderer or anything like that, or a drug baron. You've got to go through the process of actually being approved. But in the Hangout, in the description, there's two places. Okay, if you don't have a Bitcoin wallet, you could go here. This Bitcoin wallet is Coinbase. Okay, that one you can link directly to a bank account. Okay. It took me 3 days to get my bank account approved. Okay, took me a little bit. It was a little bit difficult to get approved with Coinbase because they didn't recognise my photo. It took me a couple of times, but I got approved. I'm just about to do Jess into that. But I've also ordered one of these cards. Okay, also ordered one of these cards. So this would be, you would connect your cryptocurrency with this card. And if you don't have to have both of these wallets. The only reason why I got this wallet is because it deals in other currencies, in other cryptocurrencies. Okay, you've got two other currency it deals in. This one will only deal in Bitcoin. Okay, now encryption. The first one is to set you up this wallet that will get you all the currencies, and this one is to order that card. You know, you don't have to order it now and pay for it. Go and create yourself a free account. And then when the time comes that you want to withdraw your money, then you'll have this debit card. You can either get yourself linked up into your bank account, directly into your bank account. It takes 2 to 3 days to hit your bank account. Okay, from Coinbase, which is the first link there, it takes 2 to 3 days to get into there. And the credit card, I can't tell you. I can't tell you at the moment because I'm just about to order it today. Okay, stroke tomorrow. So I will get myself verified later on or in the morning and order my card. And then I'm going to send some Bitcoin to it and see how quick it's on my card. The websites say it's instant because they receive the money straight into there. And Bitcoin's an instant transaction. You know, when you transfer from one bank to another, on your statement, I don't know whether you've ever seen this. If I go back over to the Hangout, I don't know whether you've ever seen this, but you know when you go on your bank, okay, if you sent me £100, you know, I often send my daughter money, okay, and this is what happens. I send my daughter. I got my daughter's bank account, Chelsea, over here, and there's Dad's account here, okay, and I want to send £100 to my daughter, okay. Now, the very first time I do that, I have to jump through a few hoops, okay. So it can take up to I think 10 days to send money from the UK, from a Santander bank to a Barclays bank. The very first time. The second time I did it, I sent £100. I know that's not a pound sign. Sorry, a pound sign. There you go. I sent £100. It's normally within 2 hours. Okay, normally two. It's not normally instant. It's normally a couple of hours. Okay, I send that money across. A couple of hours later, it hits her account. Now with Bitcoin, if and again with this bank account, if I was to send $1,000 or something like that to my daughter's account, I know I'd get a phone call. I'd get a phone call from the bank, asking me. I even went into the bank and drew out £1,000 the other day. And when I was in the bank, they asked me what I wanted the money for. And I said, you know, I answered them, I said, quite frankly, it's not your business. I just want my money. Oh, it's just that's our policy. I said, well, I don't care what your policy is. You know, you're holding my money that I deposit into your account, and I want to withdraw it now, you know? So with cryptocurrency, you'll make that payment instant. But I don't know whether you've noticed that you go into a store, say you buy some groceries, okay? You buy some groceries and you'll have your available to withdraw balance, okay? And you'll have your balance, okay? Now you go and spend, you know, let's just say you've got $200 in your account or £200 sitting in your balance here. You've got £200 sitting in here, okay? And you then go and spend £50, okay? So you have a minus £50 or $50 come out. Your balance still shows 200, but your AWB is 150, okay? So they're saying that money, we know there's a £50 coming in that we got to pay, that's got to come out. You know, you've gone into the supermarket, gone and bought yourselves a pair of shoes, took the wife or the boyfriend out or the husband or the daughter out for dinner, and we know you paid $50, £50. So you could see it in your account because it's still sitting in here, but we're not letting you spend it because we got to give it to somebody else. So there's a delay when the actual restaurant or the shop or the local store or, you know, the local pub, there's a delay in when they actually receive their £50 that you've already consumed the product. You know, you could have sat down and had a lovely meal. You've eaten the product and they ain't been paid for it yet. Had that transaction been done in cryptocurrency, be instant. That restaurant owner, that's lovely steak that you might have just ate, or if you're a vegetarian, that lovely vegetarian pie that you just ate, you would have consumed that, and that restaurant owner could have spent that money straight away. It'd be there almost instantly. Not up to 2 hours, almost instantly. Cryptocurrency is instant. When you send from one place to another, if you want to liquidate it, so like Clive said, your earnings could go down. If we really look at that, you know, if I share my screen, because Clive said, you know, he said it's volatile. It's volatile at the moment. And I don't know if volatile's the right word, because I've never, ever, ever been in any bank account that give me 290% interest a year. Okay, 290%. I've never been in any bank account that give me 2,427% a year. Never been in a bank account. I've never been in a bank account that give me 1,149% interest over a year. If you put £1,000 or $1,000 in the bank, leave it there for a year, what are you going to have? So if you withdrew money here, yes, of course it's going up and down, but ain't dollars, ain't euros, ain't pounds. They're always going up and down. You know, if you look at the money trading chart, let's have a look at that money trading chart. So let's just see if I can find one. Let's see if I can find a chart itself. Yeah, this is it. I think this one, a currency chart. Okay, so let's just see what it says here. Oh no, this is a thing, mid-market. It's a shame I haven't got a chart to show you. I would love it if there was a chart on here. Currency charts. Let's have a look. See if this is it. Because dollars, if you trade in any currency, there you go. Look, euro has gone down on the dollar. The dollar has gone down. It's gone up on the, oh, well, I don't know what that is. Is that the Japanese yen? The pound has gone down on the dollar. So if you was being paid out in dollars and you wanted to convert that into pounds, well, you've lost money. If you was being paid in pounds and you wanted to convert it into dollars, you would have made money. So in any currency that you get paid out, because Zucalad Network and Padlock Income pay out in dollars. Clive's actually in the UK, so he's going to lose money anyway. You know, so I believe that, you know, look at this, the euro against the Japanese yen, gone down. The Australian dollar to the US dollar has gone up. You know, this is what happens. This is live currency rates. This is what, look at it, says here, look, this currency, central bank rates, minus 10%. I don't know what all these things mean here. The NASDAQ, the euro. And so everything when you're trading currencies, doesn't matter what you're doing, it always is going up and down. But show me where in 10 years that the pound or the dollar or the yen or any other currency for that matter, the euro, has gone up by 1,147%. And whereas any other currency gone up by 2,425%. And whereas any other currency gone up by 290%. What happens with cash, with currencies, dollars, pounds, euros, any currency you want to do, over a course of a 10-year period, or even a year period, they depreciate. They depreciate. My father, when he left the army in 1947, was paid £3 a week. He could feed his family. He could pay his rent on his house. He could put petrol in his car. £3 a week. If he had been here, if he would have gone and bought himself gold or diamonds, he'd be worth a lot of money now. If in 2009 he went out and bought bitcoins, cents each, he would be worth a lot of money now. If he had put that £3 in the bank, it won't be worth nothing. These cryptocurrencies are not volatile. Yes, they're going up and down like that. But you see, when you look at them charts, it's not a chart like this. This is cash here. And this is what it's doing. Up and down, up and down. But can you see this going down? Cryptocurrencies, what happens with them? They start here, they go up and down, up and down, up and down. The same pattern, but it's like a mirror effect. This one's plummeting that way, and this one's rising that way. Don't understand the volatility. I really don't, you know. But again, when you're an entrepreneur, you take risks. You take risks, calculated risks. And you have to say to yourself, if I've got gold, okay, if I've got some gold, let me get a bit of gold. Let me just show you this. So if I've got a bit of gold, okay, so I've got some gold here. I've got some gold. I've got a silver coin, okay, and I've got some gold. Gold bars, okay? Gold bars. These gold bars, people would say, and I do agree, gold is like the cryptocurrency. It goes up and down like this, but it's got that rise. Gold, silver, platinum, diamonds, oil for even that matter. You know, it's always got this rise up, you know, because there's only so much of it on the planet, and eventually it's going to run out. The problem is, if I want a loaf of bread, I can't eat that, can I? I've got to take that to a jeweler or somebody, a trading house, to sell it to get the cash. Cryptocurrency, I ain't got to do that. I could liquidate it there and then. The second I want to put it onto my bank account, I could say, oh, I've got a bill that's coming out in 2 days' time. I better transfer some money. If I've got a big pocket full of gold, which I don't, get me wrong, gold is a great thing to collect. Okay, but if I can't liquidate it. I can't liquidate it to pay my bills quickly. Okay, I have to, you know, this is a long-term investment. You buy bits of gold. These arrived the other day. I just literally got them out of an envelope. I'm going to take them, put them in a safety deposit box. But I collect these small amounts, you know, $50, $100, $25. Buy a bit of silver, buy a bit of gold. It's long-term. It's my kids are going to benefit from this, not me. But with cryptocurrency, not only will my family benefit in the long run, quickly, I can liquidate quickly. I can send money wherever I want in the world. Nobody's going to batter an eyelid. Nobody's going to ask me what colour shoes I'm wearing, fill out a tax form. Do I stand on one leg and wink to get my money out? Nobody's going to ask me that. It's all done instant. And this is why I feel that we should move away from this, because I've had a bellyful, really, of fiat currencies inside the businesses that I run on the internet. They just cause me headache after headache after headache. But cryptocurrencies, I can honestly say I haven't got any headaches with them. I earn cryptocurrencies and I buy. I'm in a couple of businesses where I buy cryptocurrencies or I earn cryptocurrencies, and I convert them into cash whenever I want. It's so simple. And the good thing is, it's not if the bank goes out of business, you go into a bank account here in the UK. I don't know whether it's the same in the US, but you walk into a bank account, and on the counter, on the cashier in the UK, they have a little sticker. Okay, it's about the size of that calculator, and it says the government have got this money back guarantee up to the value of 80,000. Some of you might be looking to, well, I ain't got 80,000, Jeremy. But what happens if you did have 80,000? What happens if you had 200,000 in the bank and the bank went out of business? The government will say, I'm sorry that that bank went out of business, but we're going to give you back 80,000. What about the other 120,000? The bank get that, say, thank you very much, ta-da, and they go down the road and open up another bank. The system works. It did it in Argentina. It did it in Spain. Go and look at the history books of what happens to banks. The day that Tricky Nixon separated the dollar from actually being backed up by gold. The dollar's not backed up by anything. It's only backed up by America's power. The pound's not backed up by anything. The euro's not backed up by anything. There's nothing, there's no tangible item. There's no tangible item like this piece of gold that associates, a bank can have, a bank can have a pound or a dollar in its possession, and because of the fractional reserve system and all that they bought out, it can lend 9. What, Jeremy? You got a pound, you can lend me 9? Really? It's doomed. The bank system's going to crash. The cash is going to be worthless, or they're going to reset the currency and bring out another currency. We need to be ahead of the game. I'm asking you to give me a comment on that. If the majority of people, I think I'm going to set up a poll saying, no, let's not do it. Let's stay with the fiat currencies. Let's stay with the wallets where they're all split up into small amounts. I'll go with the majority. I'm asking you, the members, what it is you want. Would you like to be able to receive commissions in cryptocurrency? Would you like the ability to be able to pay in cryptocurrency? If you've got a Pazer account, and you want to pay into us now, you can use your Pazer account. When we turn it to cryptocurrency, if we do that, you can still use your Pazer account, because Pazer, I just showed you the link, to have cryptocurrency. Perfect Money, deal with cryptocurrency. STP, deal with cryptocurrency. And soon PayPal. Watch this space. I showed you that article. I'm happy to send anybody that link to that article. In actual fact, I'll get the article and I'll show you what it says. Of course, I can't speak for PayPal, but I'm going to put this in the Hangout. I'm going to come here, pop that there, read that article about PayPal, okay? They're saying that they're going to go over to cryptocurrency. They've just partnered with one of the biggest cryptocurrency companies. There's another one. That's a blog post from Pazer. Let's go and have a look at that. You can see that you can get your money out of Pazer. This is one from STP's website. Okay, this is STP, and I'm putting them in here in the chat. That's STP. All of those articles, we've got, except for PayPal. People have said to me, oh, Jeremy, I wish we could pay with PayPal. Well, if PayPal go into and start accepting cryptocurrency, well, you'll be able to pay with PayPal, wouldn't you? Because you load your PayPal like you would do if you were paying with PayPal, and you'd be able to pay. This is what's happening. This is what's happening in the world. The world is moving forward. I keep abreast of what's going on in the world. I have all my Google Trends set up. I know what's going on with PayPal. How did I know what PayPal? This article that's just come out, that PayPal, the company, has partnered with Coinbase. Okay, partnered. A virtual currency wallet and exchange. So Coinbase users can sell Bitcoins and cash out to their PayPal accounts. The minute PayPal accept crypto form of payment, the game changes yet again. What a beautiful, beautiful time we live in. This time is just, you know, I was watching the History Channel a couple of days ago, and there was a guy talking about that, you know, 100 years ago was the time of change, you know, when we first flew, when we went to the moon, and when the computers were well, not the computers, but internet in 1964. But you know, and I don't believe that was the time. That was the time of great movement of this. Now is it? We live in such a brilliant time of everything going on in the world. How do you get your money out of Pay 2? Ask Pay 2. You know, that's the thing with, there you go, when you deal with banks or gateways, you know, that's what you're dealing with. You're at the mercy of them. Had you had earned your money through a cryptocurrency, you wouldn't have the mercy of another company holding your money for whatever reason. Okay, so cryptocurrency, we're not held by the throat by anybody. I want to end this hangout now, okay? And I want to say, my name's Jeremy Rush. Please pop over to that post on Facebook. Give me your feedback. Have a fantastic weekend. I'm not on the hangout tomorrow because I'm taking my wife out because it's her birthday, and I'll be back broadcasting on Monday. So have a fantastic weekend. Stay safe and let me have your feedback.